Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a part of business that, let's be honest, can be a massive headache: accounts receivable. We're going to explore how you can flip this from a manual, frustrating task into a real strategic advantage by pairing expert outsourcing with the power of NetSuite.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about what we call the accounts receivable trap, and I bet it'll sound familiar. Then we'll introduce a much smarter way to operate. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of how outsourcing on NetSuite actually works, look at the incredible benefits of automation, and finally, we'll picture what your business could look like once it's completely transformed.
All right, let's kick things off with a problem that so many growing companies face. It's the accounts receivable trap. You know that feeling of being stuck, mired in financial friction when all you want is for things to just flow? So let me ask you, and be honest, does it ever feel like your business is just drowning in paperwork? Like you're wading through this endless ocean of invoices, reminder emails, and spreadsheets that just keeps getting deeper every day? If you're nodding along, yeah, you're definitely not alone.
And you can see how all these things are connected, right? It's a vicious cycle. The mind-numbing manual data entry leads to mistakes and delays. That means your most valuable people are stuck chasing late payments instead of doing, valuable work. This makes your cash flow totally unpredictable, which balloons your admin costs. And since your data is scattered everywhere, trying to get a simple, clear report, forget about it. It's just this really frustrating loop.
But here's the good news. What if you could just break that cycle? We're not just talking about getting a new piece of software here. We're talking about a complete strategic shift in how you think about and manage your money. Let's see what that looks like.
And boom, this slide just lays it all out. The old way? It's all manual. It's all reactive. You're constantly playing defense, always one step behind. The smart way completely flips that. It's led by experts, it's proactive because it's automated, and all your critical data lives in one central place: NetSuite.
So here's the key takeaway. This is a powerful one-two punch. It isn't just about software, and it isn't just about hiring a service. It's about combining the specialized expertise, that's the who, the people who know exactly how to manage collections professionally, with NetSuite, the incredible platform, that's the how, that automates the whole darn thing.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, this sounds great, but what does it actually look like day to day? How does it all work? It might sound complicated, but the beauty is in how simple and streamlined it is. Let's pull back the curtain.
So first off, everything syncs perfectly with your NetSuite account. That becomes your single source of truth, which is huge. No more duplicate data entry errors. From there, an automated workflow just kicks in, sending out smart, professional payment reminders on a schedule that you set. Your customers, they get a super easy-to-use online portal where they can see everything and pay instantly, which they will love. And for you, this is the best part. You get a real-time dashboard. You can see exactly where your cash stands at any moment. No more waiting around for reports.
Now, we're getting to the really good stuff, the results. This is where we see how this whole shift takes accounts receivable from being this frustrating, expensive chore and turns it into a powerful, strategic asset for your business. And the first result is a big one. On average, companies see a 30% boost in on-time payments. Just let that sink in for a second. Imagine a third of your late payments just not being late anymore. This is about more than getting paid faster. It's about predictability. It's knowing what cash you'll have next week and next month.
And what about your team? The impact here is incredible. We're talking about a potential 50% drop in the time your staff spends on AR tasks. Imagine cutting that workload in half. Think about all those hours freed up from chasing invoices and punching numbers that can now be spent on things that actually, grow the business.
I mean, this before and after snapshot really says it all, doesn't it? Your day's sales outstanding, how long it takes you to get paid, goes from being high and all over the place to low and totally predictable. Your team's focus shifts from chasing paper to actual strategic analysis. Your visibility goes from waiting on old reports to a live dashboard. Even your customers have a better experience. It's a win, 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 win.
So let's wrap this all up by talking about the future. This is about more than just tidying up a messy process. This is about unlocking a whole new level of potential for your company.
This quote from a CFO just hits the nail on the head. It's a fundamental shift in identity. Your finance team is no longer bogged down acting like collectors. They're elevated back to the strategic role they were hired for, guiding the company toward growth.
And that's really the bottom line.
You go from constantly putting out fires and reacting to cash flow problems to a position of proactive strength where you can confidently plan and invest in your own growth.
So I'll just leave you with this one question, and I want you to really think about it. What could you build if your cash flow wasn't a question mark anymore? If it was a reliable, guaranteed asset? What new product could you launch? Who could you hire? The possibilities are pretty exciting to think about.